Hello there, vinyl community. Tony P, Two from the Trunk, coming at you from the basement of La Casa del Perla, in the bowels, the inner sanctum. The Queen's upstairs doing queenly things. She's cooking. She's making stuffed peppers from the garden, and that's what we'll have for later for supper. And I'm sure the kids will be involved in that one. They'll get their fair share. This video is a contest entry for Randall Nelson. Now, Randall Nelson has a wonderful channel. His tastes align with mine. He's from the Kansas City area where they have great barbecue, great blues, and music and such. And he is having a contest for having 200 subs, and he's well past that. I think he's around 260, somewhere in there. If you're not familiar with Randall Nelson's channel, wonderful channel. I will put the link below. Please go to his channel, subscribe to him. You won't be sorry. And hopefully you'll like this channel and you'll give me a thumbs up and a subscription. I would appreciate it. Helps my channel. It keeps me wanting to do videos. So thank you for that. His contest, which ends on September 7th, has a $75 gift card as the prize. He has 3 prompts. They're not questions, they're prompts, because you have to answer those prompts. Because they're not in question form. Or if they were in question form, they'd be questions, etc. So, let's look at the first one. The first one is prompt number 1. Show an album by an artist or a band from your hometown or area, city, county, province, state, region, country. Okay, so the first one, show an album or artist. I actually have 2 that I'd like to show. The first one's called The Peeling of Tangerine. Now this came out in 1970 or 71. It was produced locally. It was recorded in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, but through Stevens Productions from Latrobe, Pennsylvania. These guys were from Latrobe. These 2 gentlemen went to school with my wife. These 2 gentlemen are brothers. They're the Ferrero brothers. I think the 2 gentlemen have passed away. They're from my hometown. These 2 guys are still out and about, and they're still playing. It's a good album, bluesy. I think this is Al Ferrero. This is his brother, they used to call him Crash Ferrero. Actually, Lynn was his real name. Denny DeFleece and Denny Costley. They both went to school with my wife locally here. And it's a good album, Tangerine. If you find it, buy it. It's kind of rare. Also, I didn't know if you noticed, but Tommy James and the Shondells. The Shondells were a local band, the Turtle Creek, Greensburg area in Pennsylvania. Tommy James was not. Tommy James is from Michigan. Okay, this is the Crimson and Clover album, one of their best. The Shondells were from Greensburg, Pennsylvania, and I saw the original Shondells, who go by Crystal Blue Persuasion, not too long ago. Tommy James has a group that he calls the Shondells, and he's touring too, and he'll be coming locally. I haven't decided if I'm going to go see him or not. But they're both the bands from Western Pennsylvania. The Shondells were a local DJ, Mad Mike, introduced the Shondells to Tommy James, and that's how they got together. And the rest is history. So those guys are local. Prompt number 2, show an album or song about your city, county, province, state, region, or country. I have one, but it's a foreign one. It belonged to my father. Again, if you watch some of my other videos, you know that I'm, of course, I have an Italian background. My parents came to this country in 1949, 1950. And my father was very proud of being Italian, very proud of living in Pennsylvania. And a song that came out in the 70s. It was called Giuseppe in Pennsylvania, and my dad's name was Joe, and he lived in Pennsylvania. So it's a funny song in Italian. The back of it's called Come una foglia, like a leaf. That is an excellent song by Giulia Cinquetti. Okay, Come una foglia. My dad's. So Pennsylvania, it's where I live. My dad's favorite song. Prompt number 3, show an album or song about your favorite destination or a destination you would like to visit. One of the places I love in this country is where my brother and his wife lived. It was in Arizona. Now, this is a 45 by Mark Lindsay called Arizona. My brother and his wife had just recently passed away this past year. My brother due to complications with COVID and a brain surgery, and his wife passed away from other ailments, not COVID related, but they died within a couple months of each other. I think it might even be, a couple months of each other. But Arizona, I went to visit them 3 or 4 years ago. Beautiful place. Arizona, if I was a younger man, I'd move to Arizona. It's just beautiful there. And I had a laugh. I went to visit my brother, and he was 83 years old when I went to visit him. Actually, he was 80 or 81 when I went to visit him. And I said to him, while I'm here, I'd really like to go visit Boot Hill in Arizona. If any of you people know that I'm a history teacher and I like the Wild West, and he said, sure. He said, go ahead. I'm going to take off, and you can do what you want to do. And I said, okay, tomorrow morning I'm going to go to Arizona. I'm going to go to Tucson. Now, Tucson is at the southern tip of Arizona, very, very, very close to the Mexican border. As a matter of fact, I think you can throw a rock and hit Mexico from Tucson. Nogales, Mexico is right across the border from there. So my wife and I decided we were going to go. He called the night, and he says, can I go to Tucson with you? I said, well, sure. I said, well, what about your wife? He said, well, she's going to go shopping with friends, and I'd be home by myself, so I decided if I can come with you. Wonderful. So we leave Phoenix, Arizona, and we head off to Tucson. And we're driving, we're having a good time, a lot of conversation about family, friends, and funny things that have happened. And I pull into a gas station because I wanted to get gas before it got dark, and on our return I didn't want to stop. And I'm pumping gas, and my brother disappears. And I asked my wife, I said, where did my brother go? She says, I don't know, he was here a minute ago. Well, he went inside the store, and he came out with Hostess cupcakes, a bunch of them. And he said to me, do you like Hostess cupcakes? I said, oh, I love Hostess cupcakes. He says, good. He says, I bought a bunch of them. So now remember, my brother's 81 years old. So we go in there, and we're eating Hostess cupcakes, drinking pop, going down in there. And we go to Tucson, we go to Boot Hill, we do the whole 9 yards, the OK Corral. We decide to go home because it's 114 degrees and we're sweating bullets. And we, of course, get stopped by border police. I didn't realize there was a border within Arizona. They check your cars because you're so close to Nogales. You wind down your windows, they look inside, say, okay, see you guys. And that was it. And my brother said to me, he said, I'm kind of hungry. He said, do you like Big Macs? I said, I love Big Macs. Oh, boy, yeah. He says, there's a beautiful, beautiful McDonald's at the University of Arizona, Arizona State University. He says, it looks like a restaurant. You walk in, you do all that. I said, it's fine. We'll stop there. So we go there and we order Big Macs. He orders a Big Macs, large fries, gets a milkshake. He says to me, do you like ice cream? I said, I love ice cream. He says, well, I'll be back. So he went up to the counter and got us ice cream. And I'm sitting there thinking, and I asked my brother, I said, you're not allowed to have any of this stuff, are you? And he said, no, and please don't tell my wife. We had a great time. It was a great time. Made us a little bit closer together. Great guy. Great guy. So if I had to do all over again, Arizona would be the spot. Thank you, Randall, for hosting this. Thank you, people, for listening. Give me a thumbs up, a like, subscribe. Helps my channel grow a little bit and lets me want to make more videos. Thank you. God bless you. Peace, love, rock and roll. Tony P from the basement, two from the trunk, out.